This is the plaintiff, Elena. She says she stored all her worldly belongings at the defendant's storage facility. And when she retrieved them, her beautiful 35-inch flat-screen TV was missing. The TV's noted on the list of her items, and now it's gone. The defendant refuses to reimburse her for it. And she's suing the fraudulent guy for the $1,000 she's owed. This is the defendant, Bill. He says he's never seen a receipt for the so-called missing $1,000 TV. And for all he knows, it could be an old black and white set that she had. It's like this woman suing for a 2016 Mercedes when all she really had was a 1985 Buick. He smells a rat and isn't forking over $1,000 without proof. And that's that. He's accused of losing it.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff stored all of her stuff at the defendant's storage facility and the flat screen went missing. But the defendant says she wants $1,000 and this could have been a crummy black and white. It's the case of you made me flat broke.
Thank you, Douglas. All right, Ilana, you are suing Bill's company, Bill's moving company, for $1,000 for theft. What happened? What did they steal from you?
My TV.
Tell me about it.
I was involved in a domestic violence with my boyfriend, and he kicked me out the house. So I had to go get help.
When you say you were involved with the domestic violence, were you the victim or the perpetrator?
The victim.
Victim, okay.
And so I got kicked out of my house, and I went to social service for them to help me pay for storage and to move me into a domestic violence shelter, to put me somewhere. And my social worker told me to look for a storage, the cheapest one. I found one. And when I found one, he said, no, we're not taking that one. You have to take this one.
Well, who paid for the storage?
The social worker.
So they were saying that they wouldn't approve the one you picked, they approved him.
Yes.
All right, so they move you, and then did you find a place to live and then they move you back?
No, I wound up I put my stuff in storage and I wound up going to a shelter. And I was in a domestic violence shelter for 3 months, and then I wanted to come back out here, so I moved back out here. I was in a shelter for 2 months.
When you say out here, what are you referring to?
A different town.
Okay, different town. All right.
So when I moved out here, I stayed in the shelter for 2 months. When I came out and I got my own apartment, I seen my TV was missing when they came and brought me back my stuff.
Okay, so how many months later was that?
6 months.
All right, so after 6 months, you find a place, and then it's time for them to now deliver all the stuff to you, and you notice that the TV is missing. When do you notice that?
Right when they brought my stuff.
And did you say something to them right away? Where's my TV?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's like the kind of thing you'd notice right away. And then what did they say?
They said that they don't know, they never seen a TV there.
What happened to the TV?
It's a mischaracterization what she's saying. I mean, if you fly on an airline, a piece of baggage can go missing. I'm not disputing that.
Yeah, but the only way, a piece of baggage go missing because of incompetence, how does a TV go missing?
I don't have an explanation for that.
It's got to be theft. I mean, what else could it be?
I don't know where the TV is.
Right.
I don't have a problem compensating her. The only thing I think what she's asking is excessive.
Of course it is. What kind of TV was this?
A Samsung.
A Samsung what? How many inches?
35 inch.
Okay, Samsung doesn't make a I don't know if Samsung
it's either
makes a
35 or 40.
Okay, so let's say let's give you the benefit of the doubt and say it's not a 32, which they do make. All right, but let's say that it's a 40, okay? Why are you suing for $1,000? A brand new Samsung 40 is $300.
My mom paid for this like 7 years ago.
Tough.
And she's the one who told me it cost that much. That's why.
Come on. That's crazy.
So how much does she get for this TV?
I would say the replacement value.
Well, that's $300 new, and this is a used set. What would you give her?
I don't know.
Okay, well, what do you think?
300.
What would you give her?
Give her what she asked.
$1,000?
Why not?
Oh, why not? I'll give you reasons in a minute. Going inside the courtroom.
So here's the thing. Electronics does get cheaper as you keep going along. Like they just keep making them better and better and better. All right? But by the way, do you have a receipt for $1,000?
No.
Okay, so how are you going to prove that at any point in time anybody would have paid $1,000 for that? I mean, in other words, what he's saying is, you know what, we wouldn't be here, Judge, if she had been a little more reasonable. But you have to understand that the purpose of court is to put you in the position that you were in before the bad thing happened. Okay? It's not a bonanza, ching ching, let that cash register ring. It's to put you in the position you were in before the bad thing happened. So it doesn't matter what you paid for something 10 years ago. You got 10 years of use, or 9 years. That's even worse. 9 years. You got 9 years of use. It's not even like it's a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, whatever. You got 9 years of use. Where does that go? You know, all of a sudden that's in thin air. So no, he would owe you $300 if it was brand new, and it's not brand new. So do you understand why your position's unreasonable? Because what he lost, or what they stole, I'm sure it's not him, but I mean, what got missing is a 9-year-old obsolete TV. It's what could you get for that if you had sold it in a flea market? What could you get for that if you sold it in a garage sale? What do you think? Is somebody's gonna pay $1,000 for that?
But that's not the only thing that was missing. I had a lot of other stuff missing, and it's not right for them to take my TV in the first place. I just think...
Just a moment. I'm going to hand you your statement. I want you to say where you ever said before now that there were other things missing. Take a look at your statement. Show me where you have ever said that there were other things missing. Would you like to see it, or shall we save ourselves both the time?
Well, it was on my mom's letter that she wrote. I must have not put it on there, but...
Did you put it in any of your claims? Did you put it in your original claim in court? Did you ever mention this?
I just wrote this now. As a matter of fact,
no, you didn't just write that now.
No,
that's
I didn't
based
write that
on
now.
your statement to our court.
But
just show me your original statement to the court when you filed the case.
I didn't write anything.
Okay.
But my main
I'm
focus...
finding in the favor, it doesn't matter. You don't get to, like I said, it's not your opportunity to ching ching, let the cash register ring. I am finding that you folks, in fact, lost her TV. She had a TV. It's in the list of things that you were moving. Correct. And that you, in fact, have to compensate her. And I find that the value of that item is a very generous $75. Verdict for the plaintiff, $75.
Well, the judge orders the plaintiff to get $75. What do you think about that?
I guess it's all right. I don't know. Nothing I can do now.
You seem a little dejected.
No, it's all right.
It's all right?
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
But you're still smiling. Good for you. All right. I wouldn't be smiling. Here comes the defendant Bill out right now. Whatever happened to the TV? We never really got into that.
I can't explain that, but I think the judge was absolutely right. I mean, I know that I owed her something. I just didn't want to make a windfall on this.
Well, the judge, that's what she said.
So I'm happy.
You're willing to give her the $75?
Absolutely, yes.
No problem there.
Yes.
Still don't know what happened to the TV, though.
I don't know.
You don't know either. That's the remaining mystery here.
Correct.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You must sign some documents. Harvey?
I mean, it's a 7-year-old TV, $75. It's almost a gift.